welcome to my beginner chair Pilates. All you need today is a ball, like a small bouncy ball, or I have a Pilates ball, a footrest, or like a small step stool potentially, depending on your height and your height of your chair, and then a chair. So I'll show you about the footrest, exactly what I mean, like a small box basically. So that way when I put my feet on here, I have like a 90-degree angle at my knees and my hips, and it's gonna help support me through the exercises too. It is optional though. So go ahead and put the ball between your knees. You're gonna inhale through your nose. Expand your rib cage to the sides and to the back. As you exhale through your mouth, zip up through pubic bone to belly button. Squeeze the ball. Inhale, release everything. Exhale, zip up, engage ribs to hip bones, squeeze the ball. Inhale, release. And then exhale, think about lifting up that pelvic floor, like a blueberry, lifting it up. Inhale, release the ball, release the core. Exhale, corset muscles wrapping around, squeezing the ball, lifting pelvic floor. Inhale, exhale, you squeeze and engage, don't suck in, draw in. Release the bra, inhale, exhale, squeeze the ball, engage. And exhale. Beautiful. Okay, so you're going to put the ball down. We will get it back. We're going to think about that core engagement. Keep the back straight and hinge back, okay? If you need a little more support, you can go back on the chair a little bit, bring your footrest, and hinge back still, but now you have the back of the chair to support your upper back a little bit. And then we're gonna march and march. Keeping that core still and engaged the whole time we're marching. Sit up tall, hinge back, march, march, inhale to release. Exhale, you're hinging back, so back is not rounding. My core is turned on tight as I'm marching. I'm really feeling those abs working. Zipping up from pubic bone to belly button. Feeling the challenge as I march the legs, okay? So you're lifting up through your core. Hip flexors will feel it, the front of the hips. But I want you to really think about lifting up through your lower end. Again, if you have pretty good core engagement, you can get to the edge so you're not touching the back of the chair, and you can also go into like your genie position so you don't have arm support. Inhale, hinge back, back stays straight. The further you hinge back, if you want a little bit more, the more core you're gonna feel. Hinge back, march, march. Sit up tall. Again, if you need to be touching the back of the chair, that is fine. Just make sure you're still hinging back and just the upper back's touching the chair. You're not like doing the way like this. Sit up tall, hinge back, march, march. Sit up tall, hinge back, march, march. Grab that ball, unless you were a pretty beginner still and just that was enough core work for you. Do that again, okay? Do your marches. If you want a little bit more, you're gonna add a double leg lift, lifting that ball with both knees. So you hinge back, you can touch the upper back with the back of the chair, and using your core, lift the ball. Put the ball down, or feet down, come back up. Again, without the ball, you're just going continuing with those marches. No problem. Okay. Sit up tall, hinge back, march, down. This one might even get the front of the hips a little bit more. They're probably weak, probably tight, probably need to be worked. Okay, sit up tall, hinge back, really exhale, use that core. Hinge back, up, hinge back, lift up. Last one, hinge back, lift, lower, return. Put the ball mid-back. Okay, so I'm gonna bring the footrest with me a little bit too. I'm gonna push into the ball again by hinging back. Okay, so I'm extending at the hips and my back is staying straight. My core is really turning on. Push into the ball into the chair. Okay, and then we're going to kick and kick. So sit up tall, push the back into the chair, straighten the knee, feel the front of the thigh work, a little bonus leg workout. But I also, even more so, want you thinking about that core stability as you're moving your knee and foot. This is keeping everything else from moving, right? From wobbling around, from losing control, is this core, which is everything for important, functional, safe movement. Sit up tall, lean back, straighten, lower, straighten, lower. Sit up tall, lean back, straighten, lower, straighten, lower. Sit up tall, lean back, straighten, lower, straighten, lower. Sit up tall, lean back, straighten, lower, straighten. Good. We're gonna add a little bit of oblique work. We haven't done that yet. So what we're gonna do is just lift one leg, opposite arm is gonna tap that knee as you rotate the trunk. So you're rotating the trunk, tapping opposite hand and knee as it marches up. So I'm getting a little more side up. I'm leaning back into that ball, okay? It's like I have a towel I'm wringing out. As I rotate, I'm squeezing all that water out every time. 5, 4, exhale. Every time you rotate. 3, 2, yes, you're feeling the front of the hip working too. And let's switch sides. Rotate that upper back. Rotate. So you're turning your trunk as you march the leg up and tap with the opposite hand. 7 more. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, now you get to grab the ball with both hands. Come to the edge again. Scoop my footrest a little bit. So now we're going to do a little bit of a tuck and curl and roll. So a little bit of a pelvic tilt work, okay? So I'm sitting up tall, I'm tucking my tailbone, and I'm curling back, rounding through my low back. Tuck, curl, roll, okay? I do a video where you sit on a ball to kind of teach this. If this is just too much or it hurts, hinge back. So you can go back to the hinge, which is where you keep your back straight in that neutral position. But for a little challenge, a little more deep core, we're gonna tuck, curl, and roll. Sit up tall, tuck, curl, and roll. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale as you tuck the tailbone, curl and round back. Sit up tall, tuck and curl and roll. Every time I do that, my belly button is getting deeper into my spine. Then I sit up tall, I come back to that neutral spine where I have that normal lumbar lordosis or curvature in my spine. Tuck, curl, and roll. Again, you might be hinging, which is fine. We're gonna pause and hold either the hinge or the tuck, curl, and roll. So either like this or like this, and lift. lift. If you need that support, you can be further back on the chair. You're still feeling the core, but you have a little bit more support. Your upper back against the chair. 7 more. 6, 5, 4, here, 3, and you might be here, 2, and 1. Sit up tall. Yeah, sit heavy. We're going to go into that hinge if you weren't already there. So now you keep your back straight, hinging back at the hips. And let's do that again. Lifting over. Again, if you need more support, you're touching the back of the chair with your upper back. Still engaging through here. Your back is straight with the hinge. 7 more. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to tuck and curl again. So get that pelvic tilt again. Lift one leg up. We're going to rotate over the opposite knee. So you're rotating that trunk, getting those obliques again. If you need to be touching the top of the chair again, you're doing that for a little extra support. If you can't do the tuck and roll, you're hinging with this one, okay? 6 more. 5, 4. Regardless, these muscles should be turned on. 3, 2, 1. Sit up tall. Tuck, curl, roll. Lift the opposite knee up. Rotate toward that opposite knee. 7 more. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sit up tall. If you weren't already hinging, you're gonna hinge now. So now we're keeping the back straight, hinging back, knee up, rotate, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sit up tall, hinge back, lift opposite leg, rotate over the opposite knee. 7 more. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sit nice and tall. So next you're going to put the ball more on your low back. You might have to scoop back a little bit. And we're going to do just a little bit of that tuck, curl, and roll. Again, if that's not for you, you can again do more of the hinge, but pushing into that ball. So tuck, curl, and roll. And we're going to kind of scissor the arms, okay? So add some dynamic stability. Looks like an arm workout, but I want that core really turned on. So you sit up tall, you tuck the tailbone, curl, push into that ball, and we're scissoring those arms. So our core is what's keeping us from flopping all over the place, from staying nice and still and in control of the movement. Sit up tall, tuck and curl and roll, lift a leg up, scissor again. If that's too hard, put the leg down and just do the scissors with both feet planted. 7, 6, 5, 4, zipping up through here, 3, 2, 1, sit up tall, tuck, curl, roll, push into that ball, opposite knee, scissor those arms for 10 more. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay. Hopefully that was a gentle but challenging workout for your core and you enjoyed. Take care.